Alrighty. So, something that I didn't realize I could do was change the Constitution topic, personal rights, to total surveillance, and in doing so, as long as we have a working Ministry of Information here, we can know exactly what everyone is. And so, this is kind of what I was suspecting, in terms of all of our special citizens here. Looks like we do have over 200 criminals and crime lords in total. And so, pretty close to 10% of the population is either a criminal or a crime lord. We also found that we have 2 foreign spies, just by changing the Constitution topic real quick. And so, in learning that there's more crime lords, we went through and did all of the shady deals. We are currently under attack. I wonder from who? Oh, just rebels. But whenever we assassinate all of our rebels and foreign spies, then we shouldn't have to worry about that anymore. So yeah, that's super convenient to know. I'll let this play on for like another 10-15 minutes, and then I will call it an episode. Looks like some of the crime lords are kind of getting old though and dying off. But yeah, having a super low crime safety and lots of broke Tropicans on the island seems to be paying off. It's pretty cool. I bet if we like look through some of these houses, yep, just looking through the first house I click on, we can see that there's already a criminal living here. And this whole house is lived in only by criminals. That's pretty funny. More criminals. So yeah, this is how I wanted it to turn out. Was I wanted criminals to be living in these houses, which is pretty funny. Some rebels are being chased down. Hopefully they get taken out by the military here. Cool. That's some additional people that we don't need to worry about. Dealing with those foreign spies, I think, is actually increasing our support as well. Pretty convenient. I don't believe we need to be doing the observations. I mean, I will keep on doing them just in case it is revealing criminals still, because I don't think that, well, I'm not sure how this is working out, but it did show me all the criminals on the island the second I changed the Constitution. Tourists are leaving en masse because the island is being attacked, but it's kind of whatever. I mean, we have so much money that we don't really need to worry about anything else. Really low support all of a sudden. Maybe because we just won the election. Something I always forget about, but something pretty nifty you can do is, in the Cold War era, you have access to tax cut. And so you have to pay a bunch of money depending on how high your population is. But I'll just do it right here real quick. We have a support of 30%. Doing tax cut gave us 12%. So you can always do this right before an election, right before the poll is polled, and it'll give you some free support, which is pretty cool. So because we are no longer being attacked, we no longer have rebels on the island, we should start running into getting a bunch of people on the island back. Which I don't know how to feel about losing them all, but it's kind of whatever. We have a building on fire over here, send the helicopter. Department of Foreign Affairs is vacant. Militarist. Blah, 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 blah. We'll just do the money every month. We are almost a quarter of the way to the final goal of getting $2 million in the Swiss bank account. I mean, if I'd let the island run long enough, then we'd get there pretty quickly. As a matter of fact, let's build up some additional banks and just start funneling as much money as we can into our personal bank account. Quick build, quick build. Build. Max budget, put them all in slush funds. We'll do state loans. I typically probably won't run into issues with it, but it will be kind of convenient to have. So yeah, we're pretty close to 10% here. We're getting really close. I would say that an island that has 10% of the population being a criminal is a pretty criminal island. Something I did just a little bit ago was I put a hang gliding building right behind our spy academy, and I also went through and put down a couple more of the cocktail bars, because if we get enough cocktail bars, then we can do one-way mirrors on all of them, and that'll give us an efficiency boost, one-way mirror of 20%. And on top of that, hang gliding with the work mode extra fuel. So we can read here, raiders from the spy academy will always use the hang gliders to leave Tropico. Decreases duration of raids and heists by the spy academy by 20%. So throughout this episode, I increased the efficiency of the spy academy and made it to where they only have to walk out the back door to leave the island, and it'll decrease the duration of all of their raids. So it was getting it to the point where they were doing observations pretty quickly and discovering lots of rules very quickly, because we were only discovering 10, and what's it called? It was kind of like not a whole lot, considering that there was potentially like over 100 criminals on the island. What I kind of fear is that there is even more criminals on the island that I just don't know yet, because they're not changing roles, they're just staying as criminals. And so I think that this Constitution topic, as long as there's a working Ministry of Information, all roles and role changes are registered. No, so we already know everyone that's a criminal, it looks like. Bank crisis, or the brink of chaos, weapons, steel, electronics, uranium, nickel, and canned goods are increased by 15%. The prices of all luxury goods except for weapons are decreased by 10%. I mean, we're making so much money on this island that there's nothing to worry about. Just keep on stealing people. I think I'll go until like early 90s if the video kind of doesn't take too long. There's still 100 criminals. I mean, I don't need to do Caribbean Trade Pact Association at this point, but let's see what we can get. Pharmaceuticals for 100% off. Convenient. We're not producing pharmaceuticals, so it would be nice to get them onto the island. Trade, we don't need to do the thing for that. Cars to America, hey. Stimulate exports. Cars to America for 83% increase. Canned goods, we can import juice and batteries, might as well. Reduce import taxes, batteries, juice. Oh no, I did the lowest one on that, oops. America will sell us fireworks at a pretty good discount as well. Coal, iron, we can buy furniture from Mexico for a decrease in price, and we have one more trade license. Let's just get something that we don't have yet. Something we are not producing. I mean, I could buy toys from America. We'll lose a bunch of money over the course of this trade, but it's okay. And go back through and get the special tax. So with the addition of a couple of banks and doing a lot more trades, we should be stealing a lot of money pretty quickly. What I could even do is, on all of these, just choose the broker candidate, steal even more money. Edicts. There is something, which is there's some pretty intense edict that you can activate, which I'm not sure where it is. It's something like has something to do with housing. Something to do with housing where you let people like live in rich buildings for no money or something like that, and you steal money over time and put it in your Swiss bank account. National Day decreases crime safety. Why did I never turn that on? I mean, I could do alternative food source as well as compulsory vaccination to make sure that the poorest of Tropicans don't end up dying from poor healthcare. And I do not know where this is. I could have swore maybe it's part of the Lobbyistico DLC, but I don't think it is. Building permit? No. Maybe something in the Constitution. No, I'm like certain that's not it. I mean, whatever. Rescue, do more rescue raids. At least until we run out of broke housing. Looks like we still have plenty though. 200, 230. So yeah, 10% of the population is now criminal. Well, I'm pretty sure at least it's getting pretty close to that. Cool. I'd say that's pretty criminalistic. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this the finale to the episode. It took us almost 60 years. We have a population of over 2,000, where 10% of the population is a criminal. I'll do like a 10-20 minute edited like breakdown video. That was like the whole goal of doing this format, is I want to do like a daily upload of me building up like a Tropico island, kind of centered around a specific idea, and then once it's all said and done, the build's finished, then I'll do like a really unique like super edited video where I kind of break down all of my ideas, the overall ideas, like why exactly I did this, why I did that, break down the factions and whatnot. And so eventually I want to kind of build up a playlist of videos that will show you like an end island, like just something that looks really good, something that works really well, and then you can go through and rewatch the whole series if you find like a specific island that you like. And you can, the reason that I did like this daily upload style is because it makes it easy to follow along exactly, or you could just follow along with the video and just like learn a lot from all the different stuff that I'm doing. And so the residential occupancy of these outer suburbs are getting pretty full. This is one of the most densely one of the most dense areas where broke Tropicans can live. So there's broke Tropicans walking around everywhere. And so what's pretty interesting is that if you think about it, 1 out of every 10 people walking through the island is a criminal, which is pretty funny. I bet that guy is. No, he is a college-educated individual who works in a clinic. But yeah, this has been a pretty fun building, or a pretty fun build to build up. I'd call this a success. It's super Chicago-y. And I think in the next episode, because I deleted the last Communist Utopia that I made, I think I'm going to do the daily upload for Communist Utopia. I learned a lot while making that one, and I ended up kind of like mixing things, and it didn't really like fit, you know, a utopia to me. And so that's going to be the next one, so stick around if you enjoy these videos.